welcome back to D&D VR. This is number 3 of our Kobold of Kitara special. As a certain someone is out and away from the proper game, we have been running this in that game instead. It doesn't mean that game is cancelled or we're not doing that game, it just means this is a little bit of a backup game we have in the background so things are consistency. Woo!
I want to stand at the table too.
So, recap. What happened last time, guys? What did you do?
We jumped down another hole.
We jumped down a hole.
I was
No, that's-
suicidal.
Okay, little elf girl tried to escape. She rolled a lot of 20s, but we managed to recapture her. But we injured her in the process, and then we thought, oh, she's so talented and skilled, we could totally use her skills. So we want to train her to be a kobold. So we brought her to the elder so he could decide exactly what to do about it. And he said, let's just put her through the kobold trial. Then we tossed her down the hole. And then we realized, wait a moment, she's really injured from when we captured her. There's no way she'll complete this trial. This isn't fair to put her in the trial. We need to cancel the trial and heal her first. And we found out, oh, we can't do that. So we all jumped in after her. One at a time. With reservations.
Well, some with reservations.
And with that, let us roll into the game.
Oh, that's not summing it all up. There's something
Well,
very
it's not.
important happened after we fell down.
That is true. That is true.
Okay. We fell down, and when we fell down, we fell out of the falling island of Kitara. We fell on a volcano that was not active, but there was enough heat from it that it slowed our fall so we didn't get hurt. Found a bunch of organized kobold bones. Turns out there was a sleeping Dracolich there that is like a super important dragon to us, and he told us that we're gonna the trial essentially consists of us trying to get back to the island before a time limit runs out that is determined by a boulder. And that more or less sums it up.
And the
At
little
least
girl
the-
has slight amnesia.
She doesn't have slight amnesia.
She just has no idea we killed her father and
She
stuff.
just have no idea you killed her father.
Because she never had a circumstance where she would know.
You guys knocked her out when you put her inside your sack.
And she woke up outside the sack.
Correct.
She has no recollection of ever being in the sack.
I'm gonna quickly turn off some things so the walls are gonna go missing. Goodbye, walls.
Freedom! No rules! No rules!
Alright, the walls are back.
Aw.
Wes doesn't abide by our plane of
Walls
existence.
are a construct of your reality, not mine.
Anywho,
So green screen thing is turned off now?
green screen thing is turned off now.
Yay, my beautiful green eyes.
Yay!
Visible. And our names are far more noticeable and legible.
They really are. I don't know why it was like that before. Well, I do know why, but I don't know.
How you did it.
Okay, I know what I did, and I know. Okay, I didn't know how to undo the thing I did on purpose.
Okay.
I did a thing on purpose for another thing. Boop. Okay. Kid. Fel, you there? Or
Yep.
you asleep? You're awake, Fel?
I'm in.
Okay.
Fel,
Or well,
kid, you are tending to your duties. You are mining a new corridor nearby for the grave workers in order to continue the hoard and the massification of food of your shrooms. You here as a kobold yips towards you,
trying to get your attention.
Hey!
I'm
Hey!
gonna ignore them and keep
Hey!
working.
Hey! Hello? Hey! Are you kid?
Yes.
You're... I was told by a guy guarding the door who said that things weren't going well, that your kinship asks for you.
Oh, okay.
The
I'll
last
take
place
them
they were
away.
seen is something to do with the Elder. So maybe you should go see the Elder. They say they need your helps.
I
Probably.
kind of just groan and just rub my head as I walk towards the direction.
Okay. You walk your way to the Elder's room, as in front of the door is a kobold. As he points a very sharp pipe to you and says,
Halt! What do you
Okay.
want with the Elder?
I need to speak with the elder.
Speak with the Elder? Why do you need to speak with the Elder?
My kinship was speaking with the elder. I'm just a bit late.
Oh, wait, which one are you?
Kid,
Oh, okay.
and he kind of raises his spear. He just watches as you walk in, and you see sitting in a throne made of skeletons and bone from previous meals is the Elder, a bit plump, missing an arm, slightly tinted yellow. No feathers. Looking towards this large crystal that just this room is enormous. Like observatory room enormous. And there's this
I'm just gonna
big
act
floating
respectful.
crystal and he's watching it. What did
I'm
you do,
gonna
kid?
act extremely respectful.
Do you say anything? Do you make your presence known?
Um, Maybe I tap my foot as I walk in.
He watches. He turns. His little. He takes a second, and pulls his little tubby body out of the chair, and he says,
You are Kid.
Yes.
Okay. Your kinship has decided to take upon themselves the trial of kobolds. Now, if you do decide to aid your kinship,
he points towards a hole.
may you join them in trial.
Am I able to come back after collecting a few supplies?
You may take what you have. If you can
Alright,
get
I'll go.
If you can get back up, yes. If you cannot, no.
Sure. I'll make you proud.
I am always proud.
He is kobold.
He kobold.
Kobolds are very prideful creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hop down the hole?
I'm gonna fall backwards into the hole.
Great, without looking. You fall, and you fall, and you fall, and you fall, and then you watch as you boom, and you look up, and you see this dirt as you fall out of this hole above you, and then you fall back, and you see this huge island floating in the sky as you're falling.
I know that I need to get back up, so can I roll initiative on the island?
Yeah, you can fight the
Initiative.
island.
Come at me, bro.
Not initiative. Tired mind. Investigation.
You can make an athletics check.
Oh, lovely. Okay, that sounds fun.
15.
Yeah, you're about 5 meters away from the floating island before you realize you're falling out of the floating island. Before you're like,
Oh shit.
and then you're just falling.
Can I scream?
Sure.
Yes. Waiting for the scream.
You got it's just like ah! We pan out. There's just like this huge fucking gap between the island. You don't even see the ground. It's just this small speck falling. 100, 200, 300 feet, 400 feet, 500 feet, 700 feet,
Now, when's the part
900
where my
feet.
character gets bored and just starts relaxing in the air?
Just falling asleep in air.
Good morning, just
Probably
relaxing
around
like
1,000.
Spy Kids.
1,000
Probably
feet.
around the 1,700 feet mark.
1,700. 1,800, you wake back up and you realize you're falling faster. And you're like, ah! You are... So you're 1,800. You're 200 feet from the ground. You can see the ground now. You're above this volcano that it seems unactive, as you can see down into it, and there's just this... just stone that is lumpy and slightly melded, or, well, looks lumpy. As you fall and you fall and you fall, you go from 200, you're at 190, 180, 130, 100, 50, and 50 feet. Or, well, hold on, no. This is at the 200, this would be at the 300 feet line because of how far it is. 300 feet, you are hitting the volcano. As you fall in, you watch as you guys hear this screaming as up from the top comes Kid as he plummets and he's going super fast, and halfway through the thing he rapidly slows down all throughout the thing until he hits the ground with a poof. You're a bit dizzy. You hit the ground a little hard.
Kid, where's Katozar?
Kid, you look up and you see this large skeletal dragon sitting with this open kind of gap behind him that leads into this cave system. And you see against the wall, you see there is this river that's completely still, and you follow the river up and you see that there is this large rock set into this wall holding back a small waterfall that's gently dripping water right now. And you look over and you see the small elven girl with Okur. They are just holding a horn of a kobold. Not sure whose horn. You know it's from your own clan as it has a silver ring around it. Peb comes and greets you. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm dizzy, aren't I?
You're dizzy, yeah. What do you want to do?
Okay. Mostly gonna stumble over my words, but... Hi, Peb.
Hello, kid. Come, we must go. But where is Katozar? Was he not with you?
No.
Should we wait?
You watch as the dragon speaks out towards you. The water doesn't wait, so why should you?
You
Yes,
are very
sir.
wise. Let's go. Go. Let us heed the wise one.
I will send this Katozar in your direction.
Thank you, great wise one.
Do not thank me, for your bones may become a mere part of my collection.
That would be an honor too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
They will be a symbol of your failure.
Oh,
To
this
die
point-
young
yeah.
is not to live.
It would still be an honor for other kobolds to see that and see it as not the right way to go.
Do not sit here and ramble to me. Off!
I'm gonna start
Okay.
just making my way towards the hole in the wall
Yeah, just go through the hole.
and kind of just wave everybody behind me. Just come on, let's go.
Guys, start simply making your way out. As sound of the cave drips around you. Soft. Much to that, like your own home, the sewers. As the water drips and runs alongside as it would normally do in the sewers that you know yourselves as your home. It is peaceful. It is comforting. But it is not with the same view nor the same friendliness you get from your own home.
I bet it smells funny.
It smells of wet rock. It smells clear and heavy.
And not like kobold.
Not like kobold. There we go. Thank you, Mystics, for finally starting to work.
Has Kitara joined us? Nope, that was them bot. Okay.
As more of those rats you had already caught before, Peb, are just skittering alongside the darkness, keeping to the shadows out of your own view.
Don't kobolds have dark vision?
Yes,
Can we make a perception check to see if we see them?
sure. You can see if you can find where the sound is coming. You hear them, you don't see them.
Oh.
You think you saw. You
that's an
think you
8.
see a rat, but you realize it's your shadow, just to realize the fact that it's dark in here and you can't see your shadow.
Yep, sounds about right.
You
Anybody else want to see if they can notice the rats? That's a good food supply.
It's true. But we also have the child.
Just look at these babies. Look how delicious they look.
Okay. You watch as the elven child just kind of leans over to you and simply says, what are they saying?
I assigned to them searching for food.
Already? I suppose that's a good idea.
She actually looks. Let's help with her. Off to a great start!
Yes.
I think we know what we need for this child.
You see, this is why we need to
Fuck
keep
is
her
this
around. She's
child?
lucky.
What is this child? I swear, if she
She is
gets
blessed.
if she gets 2 more nat 20s in this game, I'm making her A, a fucking character, and B, like, I'm actually gonna make her a proper character sheet. She doesn't have one yet. I'm gonna give her a proper character sheet and the lucky feat.
At this point, I don't think she needs lucky feet. She's that lucky.
She doesn't need it.
She is
doesn't need
favored
it.
by the dice gods, clearly.
She really is. She's favored by RP Jesus.
Yep.
Okay, well, as you
Jesus
say, you're looking for food, she kind of tilts her head over and she's like,
You mean something like that?
you follow her, you follow her pointing with your gaze, because elves have dark vision too. She can see right now. You see this doe, a deer, a female deer.
Huh.
No one? Aw.
I got the reference.
Okay.
I got the reference.
Yep.
If you want, I can say in a
Are we gonna find
in-
a ray
in
of
a
a
ray.
drop a drop of golden sun next?
Is that an actual thing we can find?
Probably not. We wouldn't want to. We're kobolds.
Yeah. There is just a deer. Well, a doe. Just sat laid there. It is dead, and it has this huge chunk just ripped out of its gut, and it's missing a leg. There are
wonder what
maggots
did that.
feasting on it, and it's missing an eyeball.
I don't know if we can eat that,
Well, no.
but we could certainly use its parts.
You watch as she's actually pointing closer. I'm not talking about that. And you see nestled inside of the gut of the deer is actually what looks like a small rat colony.
Ooh.
It's well, the scavengers know they'll eat. I mean, it's warm.
Wait, she just understood me.
Shit, Okur's rubbing off.
He's learning.
Learning.
She probably didn't understand that statement.
She's just meh.
Come,
Yeah,
everyone.
she didn't understand that other statement. I only let her understand that first statement as rolling off at the 20.
Yep. We all need to surround them and not let any escape. Get them all. Put them in the bags for later.
I make the sign for circle.
Just to. She joins in the circle, and she holds up the horn, and she's like, she points at it. Is like, do I use this? Or
And I'm just like,
I know.
Horn, like this. Hold like this. Better for stepping down.
she swaps it around and holds it. Fisted.
okay.
Stabby, stabby on the rats.
Is this a good time
Set.
to ask where the horn came from?
She's just holding it. You can ask them.
Yep.
That's what I was saying.
Like
We found
later.
it off the,
Food first.
yeah.
She
We
waits
will go
for
and
any
roll a
action to know
signal.
what to do.
But we go and roll a signal.
Because Rola's the hunter.
It's true.
Now.
What are
Alright, so
exactly you
now-
guys striking? You guys striking the rats themselves, or
We're striking the rats themselves.
Rats.
there are about 20 rats inside of there?
Yeah, we're only gonna be able to get maybe 5.
Okay, you could try to funnel them if you wanted into like a bag.
We didn't think that far ahead. It's too late.
It is too
Well,
late.
I do have a shovel, so I could probably get 3 at a time.
You could probably bam.
I think we have to roll to hit.
Okay, yep. Everyone, roll to hit.
Or I could just assault the rats.
Can we roll to hit with advantage, please?
Technically, yeah, it's a surprise.
Okay, because I rolled a 1.
And pack tactics.
Oh, lovely!
And
I
pack
got
tactics.
a 1.
Yeah, you guys got pack tactics.
6.
So
26.
advantages and a +5.
Advantage plus 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I roll the 12 plus 6 plus 5.
Oh, plus 5?
Plus
That's
5.
31.
I got an 11 to hit with advantage.
21.
What does the pack tactics give us?
Advantage.
Oh, we already
Pack
had
tactics
advantage from sneak attack.
gives advantage.
Suppose
and,
that's gonna work, I guess. Huh.
So what does 2 advantages work? Or if we get advantage twice,
Again?
what does that
If
do?
you get
Do we-
advantage
do we need to roll
twice,
3 times?
it's no. You roll twice, add 5.
Oh, okay. So
31.
that means I'm gonna have 16 to hit.
So, everyone, what did everyone roll?
I rolled 23.
21.
Hit. Pep, what'd you roll?
16 to hit.
Hit. Sam, kid,
On.
1?
You rolled
How-
with advantage. You got.
How did you
got
roll a
multiple
1 with
ones?
advantage and a +5?
How did you roll 2 ones?
Did you roll with advantage, Fel?
I think he said hold on.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I said a 1.
I heard a 1 too.
roll with advantage, so roll twice, Fel.
Add 5 to the higher roll.
Roll again. Okay. 18 plus your... What are you using? What are you using to hit? Your pickaxe or strength?
And proficiency.
And proficiency.
And the AC of these rats, he did overkill.
Oh yeah, definitely. So... You each hit 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you all hit 5 rats. And the girl, seeing all of you go in, you watch as she just kind of rolls her eye a bit, and she swaps the horn back to the opposite way you were telling her to do it. And she goes jab, 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 making 4 jabs.
Oh.
And she spines 4 rats. Because she rolled 3 15s and a 17. And while all the other rats are wild and you've kind of they're kind of shocked and standing there, you watch as she slides them all off, and she actually takes her horn and, using the skin of the deer, actually hooks it in and up, tightening it so no other rat can escape.
Oh.
You actually see the claws and heads of the rats actually starting to pop through the sack that she made.
I point and say, shovel!
Alright. I go to shovel.
Right, you just start bang, 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 just crushing heads. And slowly through that, you will crush the heads of all the major rats. 1 will escape, and the rest in there will be the babies. Just little pinkies.
Yes. Soup ingredients.
You guys have gained 19 rats. Good job.
Rats.
You guys may divvy those rats up however you want.
I say what was the girl's name again?
You don't know her name yet.
You don't know her name.
She's just the elf.
You can
I
name
signed.
her. Like, what do you want to call her?
I sign the name or the word for name and then point to her.
She kind of looks... Ah, fuck, I had her name. Hold on.
Maybe it'd be better if we gave her a new kobold name.
She has a name. She has an actual name.
She can keep that name, but she can also have a kobold name. Because now that she's joining the kobolds. We give her a new name with her new identity.
Hold on.
It's a rogue name.
How do we name her Bull? So together we make Pebble! I'm just kidding, that'd be
Her
terrible.
name
man.
started with a V.
Victoria. Vicky.
Vivian?
Velvet.
Vincent.
Veronica.
Pelosi?
Close.
Pelosi?
Valencia.
Very.
Very.
No, not very. How do you pronounce that? Vairi?
Vare.
Vare. Vare. That's how you pronounce it.
Vare.
Vare.
Okay.
No. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I was thinking about her last name. You're technically asking for her first name. Sophie.
Sophie.
Her last name is Sophie Vare.
Okay.
How would she introduce herself? That's just Sophie. So we don't need her last name.
Yeah, she will introduce. She'll just spell out Sophie,
All right.
and it
Sign
doesn't have a P
name.
in there. There is no P in Sophie.
Okay. I sign name and then I spell out mine. And point to me.
Or
You must pronounce your name. And technically, names are not in a language, if you know what I mean. So if we say our names, it's going to be understood
Yeah.
as a name.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So I will sign and say my name.
The way she signed her name was Sohfee. Sophie.
I'm going to hear Okor introduce himself
Herself.
and say, and then raise my hand and say, Peb.
Well, when you say your names, it is still in Draconic. It's just your name in Draconic.
Well, I would assume my name in Draconic is still
Peb.
Peb.
Yeah, kind of.
Just like Raphael in Spanish
Italian
or
is-
in Italian is still Raphael in English.
Fair enough.
I assume names.
There is still
work like
accent
that.
behind it. Kerr, Peb. So yeah, your names sound the same. She will
Or
learn
at
your
least
names.
close enough.
Close enough, yeah. It's like Sam is the only one whose name sounds super complex and groggly, even though his is the.
Most normal.
Yeah. It's like.
Rockelstein. There.
It's just like Sam. Okay, so Sophie
Equal
slowly
it.
learns your names.
Maybe Sam's name in Draconic is the beginning of the word sandwich. in
Sandwich.
Draconic.
I like the
Sandwich.
thought of that.
Samo.
She just kind of looks to all of you and she signs it again and she says, Sophie.
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 She's just kind of a bit confused and scared. She's still just kind of stuck there. She's still holding the horn.
I'm just
Anyway,
energetically running around
I-
her
I
with my arms like this.
She's
I
confused.
tell my kinships, or my kinship, that Sophie should get the most rats, and she is the one who did the most killing. She deserves the most reward.
I will take one of these rats. I already have one, so now I have 2 rats.
Oh, I believe that rats
You-
should be
oh,
split evenly
or
amongst
Kerr.
the group.
You hear Sophie start rambling about something that she's thinking about, but you can't quite understand everything. As noted before.
You
Right?
speak in Elvish.
She is speaking Elvish. Do any
I
of
would
you understand
understand it,
Elvish?
correct? I thought you
I
said
don't-
that I would due to my intelligence.
I
You
don't
understand
think any of us would understand
common.
knife ear.
Oh, okay.
None of us understands knife ear speak.
No.
Yeah, she is speaking Elvish, just kind of rambling to herself about something as she thinks.
I tap her on the shoulder and sign thoughts.
You watch as she's a bit shocked as like she jumps a little bit. And she simply says, well, I was thinking, if the rats are inside of this and nesting, then what did this to the dough? The dragon doesn't eat, so...
Kobolds. Probably not.
But if it was a kobold, then did this... Why is there still gut wasted?
We don't waste the guts.
You guys don't even waste the skin.
Collect the sinew.
She watches as you pull up your knife and she just kind of flinches a bit.
I begin butchering to try to extract sinew, which is used for tying ropes and stuff.
Okay. Start extracting stuff. Roll butchery?
Also, I want to extract its skull.
Okay.
That would for butchery that'd probably be medicine.
Yeah, roll medicine.
Oh, okay. Medicine. So that's gonna be a 7 plus 3. I'm gonna get a 10.
Nice. You certainly get it all right. You're not sure the quality of it, but it's out.
So I got a busted deer skull, and hopefully some sinew.
You got some sinew, you're not sure what quality of sinew, and you got a slightly cracked deer skull. It's very brittle. You gotta remember, this thing has been in here in this slightly damp cave for such a while that... And when the skull starts decomposing, it becomes a little bit more brittle as it slowly derives into bone meal.
When she points that out,
Can I examine the deer's injuries?
Sure.
that would also be another medicine.
Mega is correct.
And would I get an advantage since I'm a hunter? This is kind of my thing.
You can roll perception to see if you know what animal this is. And if you do, I'm gonna just simply say before you roll, you do not know what animal this is, so no.
Okay.
What is that for medicine?
Alright, so use medicine
That was the
So that'll be
17 plus.
plus 1.
So you realize that the mess missing out of it, there's no teeth mark, and it looks like the skin was ripped out. Like something grabbed on and ripped out. There's no teeth mark. It's jagged, horrifying. But the leg, where the leg is missing, it's clean, almost like something bit around it. In one case, it's like something was directly against it and ripped off, where the other one looks like it got completely around it and bit and pulled.
I want to try to acquire the longest leg bone I can find, like the longest femur.
Sure.
that's left.
I will share
You will
this
take the other back leg.
information with the rest.
Okay.
Hmm?
You
Right.
take the other back leg.
Okay,
And take its femur.
I'm going to.
You don't even have to
motion-
really skin it. You just gotta pick it up and out of this mess of decomposing goo.
Okay, I'm going to try to shake off some of the goo so it's not so stinky.
You shake it a bit. There are small holes through it in certain spots.
Hmm.
A single gnat just softly squirms out of the hole, getting stuck.
I'm gonna motion to Sophie.
Considering that
Walks over.
I'm gonna point at her horn,
She holds her horn.
and I'm going to go point at the top of the bone, and then make this motion, while holding sinew.
She hands the horn to you.
I'm gonna take the horn, and I'm going to try to tie it to the bone to make an improvised little spear of bone and horn.
So a yokwa.
Not like Kyoko, but it's more like a just short spear, a javelin,
Yokwa.
more like a bone javelin.
Yeah, yokwa.
But
Yeah,
that was
that's-
more sword-like.
no. The Yokwa is kind of like a throwing spear.
Okay, well, regardless, I'm making her an improvised weapon that gives her better reach.
Okay. Make that for her. Roll crafting.
Do I get to roll anything to that add anything to that 17?
You're not proficient in crafting.
Well, I was supposed to be proficient in leatherworking, but I can't find it in my sheet again.
Wait, no,
if
you're proficient with tinker. You're all proficient with Tinker. I made sure for that.
Okay.
So, yes, but there are others here who could probably do it better.
Well, I'm
yeah,
already doing it, and if I'm adding my proficiency to that, that's a 20.
20. Okay, yeah, you make a bone yokwa. Yeah,
Does
hand it
that
back
use
to
all
her.
of my sinew?
Which part is the sinew? Which part is made
Uh,
into sinew?
I'm pretty sure it's like some very specific muscle fibers are made into sinew.
Yeah. It's like it's like the
How do you spell it?
it's like it's like the muscles that connect to the skin to the muscle.
Oh, wait, how do you spell that? Sinew?
I forget. I think it might be SINU.
Sinew?
That might be how you spell it.
SINEW.
Okay.
Considering my botched
Oh,
butchery
that.
roll, I assumed I didn't get very much of it. So,
You got like a... You rolled like a 10.
yeah.
I'll say you have like this much left.
That's not enough for anything.
I mean, that's for you to figure out.
So, a
Basically,
very small piece of sinew.
basically big enough to make a garret.
What's a carrot?
It's a like something you use to choke people out. It's a choking tool.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a
I'm good
strong
at
garret,
choking.
but it's enough to make a garret.
Isn't it a garrote? A
Garrot.
garrote wire?
Yeah, garrote.
Wouldn't that be like a foot of wire at a minimum? Or a foot of
It didn't
string
say
stuff?
good. It didn't say a good garrot. Just said a garrot.
Just has to be long enough to go around the neck.
Seems like a better use for would be floss at this
Yes.
point.
Pretty much. You can tie your shoes that you don't have.
Yeah.
Anywho, she holds her new spear and she's just... Thank you.
You know what? I think I'm going to use up the last of the little string too to add a little bonus feature. I'm going to pluck out a few of my feathers and tie it to it. So now it's got like a little dangly thing of feathers.
She just kind of dangles it back and forth. She is very young. She's very easily entertained.
Yes.
So, now what?
Can't understand her, can't understand her, can't understand her. You can understand her, you can barely understand her. She signs what now?
I signed continue on, and with a question mark at the end, and I also signed, but be cautious.
She nods. And you guys actually look further down the cave. As you see, there's this small bit that's slightly more luminescent than the rest of the cave. You see the ground water slightly refracting light.
As we're walking, I want to attempt to do some more crafting with that deer skull.
What do you want to try to make?
Oh, I'm going to try to hollow out the deer skull so that it can be made into an improvised deer skull helmet of sorts. But not for kobold size though. It's going to be for the girl.
Her head could probably fit a kobold skull.
Okay.
Like a large
So the deer
kobold
skull will definitely work.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it like using my knife to chip off and smooth it off on the inside so it's comfortable. It actually protects you more than it hinders you.
Okay, roll crafting, I guess. With disadvantage due to how weak the skull is because of the while it's been decaying.
Where'd my first dice go? There it is. Okay, disadvantage 4, and then if I'm adding proficiency from Tinkerer to it, then that's gonna be still low.
Okay. You're hollowing it out, and you actually watch as the skull starts crumbling in your hands. When I said the skull was weak, I mean it's very weak.
Oh well.
It just crumbles and turns to bone meal in your hands as it's so delicate and gets crushed.
Bone meal for the bag.
Yep, bone meal for the bag. You throw it in the bag with the rats.
Yep.
It's flavor.
And what else did I collect from the deer that I didn't already use? I think did I collect some skin,
Skin.
hide?
Most likely some hide, yeah.
Okay, so I got a little bit of hide.
Some hide from when you separated the sinew from the actual.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Glowy stuff.
Final luminescent cave.
you guys head to the luminescent part of the cave, and you see as there's an up little chute that goes out, and you see this kind of jagged cutout where rocks have caved in, and you see the moon. Just a little bit past the middle of this hole. This is a way out.
I grab the handle of my shovel just to be safe.
What do you guys want to do?
We ascend out the hole. We
Ascend out the hole.
start climbing out.
Okay, everyone make acro.
Well, that's number 2.
Number 2. Alright, I will make her a sheet after this game. You watch as a girl takes this new spear thing you've given her, Peb?
Peb.
Yeah, just people moved and I got confused. You watch as she takes it, she jams it into the rock, and she actually pulls herself up, and she steps onto it. It tilts back a bit, and she kind of presses
Pole vault.
up, grabs a rock, and grabs it, and continues up.
She's pole vaulting.
Basically, yeah, I can't say she was piking it in. She used it, climbed up, stood on it, and climbed a little bit more, grabbing it.
Oh, I
She-
see.
She's using it as like a ladder type thing,
Ah, right, yeah.
like what lumber people use, where they make a small divot, they put a wood chunk in, stand on it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I know
That type of thing.
Anyway,
She's just using that, and she climbs all the way up. She's the first one up.
with a 16, can I try the same thing?
Yep. You in, down, you kind of jump up a bit, and you do it again. It starts getting a little rubbly, and you get up, and before you fully up, she kind of grabs, she puts out a hand to you to help.
All right, I take her hand.
You kind of do a climbing grasp, where if you actually grab the hand, it's not effective. It's kind of like the wrist grab thing, and she pulls you up.
I sign the words, thank you.
She just kind of does the nose touch thing. And slowly, all of you climb your ways up. And, yeah. You guys are outside, and you see the moon. You see one of the moons are a bit past. And you actually see as the moon behind the moon is... You guys haven't noticed that exactly there are two moons before. Or you haven't seen them like this. As, the moon behind the moon is slowly coming up, and you watch as it is arriving. This white iridescent light is slowly forming on the land. It is dawn. This is Ignis and Sylph, the two of 4 moons of Zophius.
You say it's dawn, right?
It is becoming dawn.
All right, I signed to the girl Kobold's hide, and I try and search. Well, other than the cave we just came out of, I search for a place that we can rest for the day.
Okay. Northeast, there is a field that has large, tall grass. To the northwest is a forest. However, it is most likely more inhabited.
More food.
Don't we have enough?
More dangerous.
Well, you see, our food spoils eventually. And where else are we gonna get the wood to build that giant ladder we talked about?
What giant ladder?
Oh yes, that was our first plan to get back to Kitara.
Who's gonna be holding the bottom of the ladder?
You can hold it, then we'll pull you up when we're up there.
You're the one who suggested a ladder.
Yes. Let us get to the wood.
Out of character, I know this idea is dumb and won't work.
I know.
Silence.
Anyway,
What do you guys want to do? To the
I hear
field, to
thinking
the
noises.
forest.
I turned to Sophie and asked her which way.
She just kind of looks around and she just kind of words and signs that she doesn't know.
I vote the forest thingy.
She signs back to you, repeating the knowledge that we need to be quiet. And that she doesn't know why.
If we go to the tall grass, grass makes noise.
So do
But
twigs.
so does the wind. It makes the tall grass move. So how windy is it right now in game?
That's for music.
Twigs
Because
also
if it-
make noise.
Because if it's fairly windy, then the noise of grass rustling is very unnoticeable since all the grass is already being rustled. But if it's not windy at all, then grass would be terrible.
It's a bit medium.
A bit medium windy.
It's leaning towards harsh. You
the
think
grass-
it may rain soon.
Okay, the grass
not
might be a
today.
good place.
Maybe tomorrow.
I point towards the grass. I vote for grass.
See, towards the grassy area, there's this large rock formation that slowly piles upward. And you just see that in the distance, and you see something white atop it. Not alive, it's just kind of a yellowy, pukish white something. Looks like more rock.
Well, so that we don't hesitate on that, I'm going to start making my way down, kind of halfway between going and kind of starting to walk
Sam,
towards the
Kid,
grass and
Rolla.
start walking back towards the forest and going back and forth. Going,
It's time to make your vote. Grass
Okay,
or forest?
I think I'll go for grass.
Grass? Sam, Kid, grass or
I
forest?
I agree with the
Forest.
Okay. Kid, grass or forest?
Forest.
As all of you get to this middle path, you watch, you see Kid is just kind of pointing to the forest. What is your reasoning, Kid? Word your concern to
there's
your
more-
kinship.
There's more places to escape to. If we're in the grass and something bigger than us can see movement through the grass.
But the issue with going in the forest is that there's also more hiding spots for the potential threats to hide.
And I just want you guys to know this. There is something that is very disconcerting to all of you, you're noticing. as your feathers and your backs just run cold and on end. You hear nothing.
Cut out.
It is dead silent out here. Not a bird in the air.
Despite the wind, it's dead silent.
Just the wind.
Can we hear the wind?
It's just a soft whistling of the wind. And somehow even that is sad and disheartened. Almost as if the wind itself has given up. As if it feels defeated.
Suddenly, I'm on alert. I'm looking around. I'm making a perception check to see if I spot anything. And I rolled terrible. This is gonna be a 2.
I got a 22 on my perception.
You're being followed by an elven child.
Oh yes.
I got a 22 on perception.
You just noticed that same exact still formation sat atop of those rocks.
I want to go away from it.
It's not moving, and you can most certainly tell with what you just rolled, it's not alive.
So we're gonna move towards the forest then?
It's up to you.
I suggest this. At least we can get higher.
Can I make a roll to see if it's a
Maybe
threat?
you don't want to be higher, though.
I've got you.
What did you say, Sam?
I want to see if I can make a roll to tell if the thing is a threat to us or if it's.
It's not alive.
Try to get it.
You know it's not alive. So
It's not
a
alive.
threat.
That doesn't mean that it's not a threat, though.
Fair enough. Roll.
Are you gonna tell somebody to go investigate it?
Are you
That's
getting
investigation,
closer?
right?
Are you getting closer, Sam, to investigate?
Yes.
It is a skeleton of a lion. You can tell that this once was a lion's pride area. It is long abandoned, though, as the bones of this lion is picked completely clean.
And I know that lions are usually apex predators, correct?
Yep.
Well, you see, it's a big cat, and cats are known to be very ferocious predators for their size.
That is very true. So whatever killed
Yes,
this
it's
thing,
the cats.
whatever killed this thing must have been very ferocious. So I don't know if we want to maybe hide in the trees tonight, or if we want to lie prone in the fields.
Well, if it's an aerial predator, out in the field would be the worst place to hide, because we're all exposed. The forest at least give us some cover from above.
But if, let's say, this animal has an heightened sense of smelling or hearing, and we go into the forest, it would have more places to hide from us, and thus surprise us with an attack when we're not ready.
We have many eyes. I'm sure we have more eyes than this creature. We can see it first.
Watch as
What
the
are you
you watch as the
certain?
elven child's head is slightly ticking over a bit, as her eyes are getting a bit heavy, and she lets out this yawn. She has been by now accustomed to the kobold schedule, sort of. She has a bit of jet lag, so she's starting to get tired as she's been kept awake during the nights and forced to sleep during the day.
Let's go to the forest.
You
Thank
say
you.
we should go to the forest.
Guess
Well,
we go
then
to
we
the
need
forest.
at least, in my opinion, we need at least 2 guards at any time, just in case something tries to sneak up on us.
I'm gonna already start walking towards the forest.
Okay, kid starts walking towards the forest.
All right. Guess we're headed to the forest. I
Her, as you're walking, you watch as the kid softly lays her head on your shoulder as you guys all are walking together.
wrap my arm around her and let her just rest her head. Like, just kind of just carrying her weight on my shoulder.
Everyone roll stealth. Rolla
I rolled a
disappears.
I roll a 20. Plus, I'm already super good at sneaking.
Being
I
she being Elven, her
Or wait, which one has rolled the 20? Was it Rolla or
it was
me?
Rolla.
Okay, I thought I rolled the 20 for a minute, because from where I was sitting, the 20 is exactly where my dice landed.
Rolla. The girl being Elven, she's very. Her bones are brittle. Her bones are hollow. No. She walks quietly.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 6.
You are all silent.
25.
And I just want you guys to know, any and every time you guys speak in character, stealth. So just keep that in mind. So
Okay, have
head
we
your
made our way to the
towards
forest yet?
You're heading, and I'm going to need you guys to roll a perception for me.
$12.
9.
I got a 12.
12?
12.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 19.
Okay. Okay. As you all enter the forest, it's quiet. You don't even hear the sound of a bird tweeting in the air.
Okay. Can I make a check to see if we can see any, like, big fallen logs or anything?
Sure. Roll perception.
Come on, don't curse me. 18 minus 1. 17.
You take a bit, and you do find this one area with a. You're actually very attracted to it because it's the only thing of sound you hear. So you follow the way to this creek, and by the creek you see a fallen tree, of which the log has been hollowed out by different gnats and wood-chewing creatures. You actually see there's a small dam inside of the water, softly pooling in reverting flow.
How big is this log? Could it fit 5 kobolds and an elf
It-
child?
Could fit a moose. Big tree.
That sounds like it could fit 5 kobolds and an elf child.
More than.
So yeah, I'm going to point at the log and say, and whisper. I guess I can make a stealth check to whisper
stealth
this.
check.
You said 17 plus 9. That's a pretty high number. Now maybe it's such a high number that maybe everyone else has to roll a perception check that I was whispering.
Everyone else roll perception to realize the fact that Peb is speaking at all.
I got another 12.
I know, I
16.
can see that, Peb.
Okay, Rolla, you hear. Kid, roll, fell.
13.
13. 15 below, you did not hear it. 15 above, you heard it.
You just said 15 below and then 15 above. Is 15 the pass or is 15 the fail?
15's the pass. Wait, 15 is... Below 15 is a fail, above 15 is a pass.
But what is 15?
But what is 15? It's not even
Wouldn't you
answered.
like to know?
We'll find
It's a
out.
Either way, I'm 16, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I basically
Rolla,
just tell
Sam,
everyone.
you two hear Peb, Kid,
We stay
occur.
in the log. We should stay in that log for the night. Or for the day.
The kid definitely does not hear you as she's a bit knocked out.
Yep. Gonna motion everybody else, try to lead them there.
Okay.
To the log.
Occur, you watch as Peb, Rolla, and Sam kind of split off a bit. Kid,
Alright,
you see this too.
Can I see where they're going?
Roll perception.
13.
You see they're heading towards this large log near a creek.
Alright. I roll an insight to determine if I figure out what their plan is.
Go ahead.
I do not figure out what their plan is.
What did you roll?
9.
You don't figure out their plan, but you might have a plan of your own.
Okay. In which case, I gently nudge I gently nudge Sophie and sign the word sleep and point to the log.
You watch as you nudge her, she lets out this... She nods. So you all head towards this log.
Can I roll perception around the area?
Sure. As there isn't a single bird in the sky, there are a few fish in the creek. As they swim along, hidden in the current. Though the wind sounds defeated, the water hides secrets. You make yourselves away to the tree. The tree is large. It has 3 entrances, one on the log itself towards the top. There was a singular hole cut out, probably by one of the, probably by a, well, there are these small bullet holes cut out, probably by some sort of woodpecker that was once in this forest that is not anymore, and they have these small drilling holes that go in that could probably be broken off to make a larger escape hatch if needed. There are 2 main entrances, one to the left, one to the right, and it is hollow through and through. The log itself, from the outside to the inside, is about 6 inches thick. And there is one branch that peers upward and one branch that peers downward, anchoring it to the ground. A soft mound of moisture sits to the bottom of the log.
Making it soft.
Yes.
Comfy. Good.
Leaves surround the area as they're soft under your feet.
How thick is this log? Like, outer side, compared to its bark? Like, if I peeled off some bark, would I be making holes in it?
If you removed bark, you would be removing 1 inch.
Okay, because I'm going to try to see if I can use my knife and peel off a large piece of bark off the side, about the size of the hole at the end.
You
Make a door.
Make an
probably
improvised door.
It's okay. You know those great, like those ginormous trees,
Mm-hmm.
like huge
Redwoods?
trees, like yeah, kind of redwood.
Mm-hmm.
It's really big. It'd probably take you about an hour
assume it was-
carefully.
As far as taking bark off a rotting log, I've done that before, and I'm describing something I've done as a child.
Okay, you can do that, but it's going to take you a bit.
Okay. Can I roll to see how quickly I do it?
Sure, and you can roll stealth.
Stealth. It's technically a 10. Technically a 10.
Though the inside is soft and wet, the outside is hard and crispy.
So I make loud noise as I attempt to stab into it.
There is this
Wait,
sound.
hijack. Wouldn't that be on advantage because of the stream?
Oh, the stream is making some distraction noise.
Yeah.
I would say the stream ups the DC, or lowers the DC.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be lower than a 10.
You rolled a nat 1, man.
I rolled a nat 1, and if you added my bonus to it, it's still only a 10.
What class are you?
I'm a rogue with a rogue.
Do you have the point at your current stage where you treat anything between a 9 to a 1 as a 10?
No, I just have +9 to stealth.
Rogues get something where they can treat anything between a 1 to a 9 as a 10 once per day or something.
I don't see where that is.
I'll let you roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. Anything's better than a 1. 18.
Okay, yeah.
Very sneaky now.
Roll survival. Okay, yeah. You perfectly cut off enough bark to make not just one, but covers for both sides.
Sweet.
However, doing so, you kind of really lessen that area that had small gaps in it, so it's very brittle, and if anything just leans on it, it could punch through.
No, it's fine. This is more for hiding us from prying eyes than it is for being actual protection.
Oh god.
It's a lot of dice.
Um,
I'm scared.
is that for
You
the
should
bees?
be.
And you all head in and hide.
I'm gonna
Who
offer to take
is-
first watch.
First watch? Kid, okay. So the child is dead asleep by now. Kid, are you inside or outside on your watch?
Kind of half-half.
It's like peeking through the door.
Yeah.
Perception.
Five.
You hear nothing over the water, and you see nothing. Instant 2 eyes. You head in. Who is the next watch?
I'll take next watch.
The hunter.
Outside or inside? You could
Outside.
also punch out that spot to make a bit of a peek hole.
You know, I think I'll make a peek hole.
Okay? I need you to roll stealth and strength.
Alright. Stealth first. Okay, 8 plus 6. That will be 14.
14. Okay. You it out, and it makes a sound as it thuds to the ground. And you're just peeking out. Roll perception.
Okay, where's my dice? There's my dice. Perception. 5 plus 6, 11.
You see nothing in the area, and you hear nothing over the rushing water. Who is
Okay.
next? Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take the next.
Oh,
or not.
Sam. Do you want to do it, Oker, or Sam?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oker. Perception.
All right. 13.
Okay. You're peeking through the hole that Rolla made?
Yes.
Okay. You hear this. and you see these small skin of wood chips falling over the log.
Can I see what's doing it?
You cannot exactly peer up and over due to how Rolla made the hole and the location of the hole. You can't see on top of the log. Do you want to head out and look up?
And do you want to, if you do want to wake anybody else to check with you?
I'll wake Ped and see if he can join.
Peb? Okay. Peb, you're woken up, and you're kind of silenced by Okur as Okur points up, and you hear this.
I'm just going to just point at the others and then put my hands like shh. And then I'm just gonna be like, me, go. I'm gonna start sneaking out to see if
Stealth.
I can get a closer. Yeah, real stealth. And try to sneak out and trying to signal to occur to be prepared to wake the others. So that's plus 9.
Okay,
So this
you
is
sneak
a
out.
yeah, plus 9. So this is going to be 24.
And you're looking over as you see these wood shavings are getting thrown over down the log. And you look towards, you see there's the hole, and you look down to where the hole is, and you see that that a chunk of wood that would be there is completely missing.
Can I see what's making the chunks gone?
Do you want to climb on top of the log? Like I said, it's a big log.
Sure, I know I'm supposed to have something that helps me with climbing. Plus, this will be the stealth roll for attempting to climb. So it's going to be a 19 stealth.
So you climb on top?
Second story work. He has second story work.
Yeah.
So you're climbing
So
on top, Peb?
Yep. Stealthily.
Okay, you climb on top, and you see what's making this sound. So you see this this creature or this person. You don't know. They are pitch black in nature, where this sort of black shirt made of cloth and these shorts also made of a sort of cloth lined with white outings, and you see their legs and their arms and their skin is also charcoal black and closely hugged to their body. You see as they're holding a large chunk of wood with this golden-esque blade. No handle to barely any handle to the blade. It looks like half of a leaf, that it's just holding the stem and like the back of the leaf that's been broken in half, then the dull part, and just sort of skinning it. And it has this rock that is slightly jagged as it sort of sandpapers as it continues working. You see it has this large sack on its back, and it's you see their stomach kind of hunches in and their back hunches back. Kind of they have a hunched back situation going on as their chest is pushed out a bit more due to their straining figure. And you see decorating the bag is just all of these masks and skulls. The person itself, you don't know what they are, and you can't see their face because they have a mask on. It's that of a cat with golden scribing. Sort of a it's like this cat mask just on the face, kind of like a kitsune mask with where it covers the whole thing, and it has the cheeks building out and ears up. It has these two painted eyes that are completely black, and you see that there's a line down the middle of it as they're focused to work, and the whole thing is just scribed these spots with gold, with one of the sides of the cheeks actually having this sort of dragon mark on it, golden whiskers, and on one side where it's just a line, you see on the other it has this kind of stitch mark, and the eye on the side with the stitch mark mouth is a button. You watch as their head, even with your stealth, their head turns and looks at you, before they look back to this thing and.
I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna shout. Everyone flee!
You watch as you start
And
to.
I'm
You watch
intentionally
as you
shouting to get his attention and beginning to run.
as you start to shout. You go to yell, but you feel like your larynx is being crushed.
My reaction to that is to start stomping on the log to make noise.
It's less it's being crushed to hurt you and more just to stop you from screaming. As the stomping you do on the log, it's almost like it's silent. You're not making any noise. A silent spell has been localized to you, Peb.
Oh no. I'm still
hear,
gonna
you
jump.
watch before you do anything. You watch as the figure's head turns to you with the mask of a tabaxi. It's a sort of tabaxi mask. You just as they speak towards you, softly, quietly, but loud enough for you to hear, in this sort of form of language that is both backwards and forwards and somehow sideways.
Can I
But-
even understand that at all since I only know one language?
But as he speaks, it's almost like a second delay. It instantly translates into your head
Oh.
as he's speaking to you. As they say, it is not wise to make much noise in the place that begs for silence.
I'm just gonna begin climbing down quickly.
You climb down, making no noise.
Gonna swing open the door, making bright lights shine on everyone.
Bright light, no noise.
Yes, but kobolds are very sensitive to light.
This beaming light comes in. The only other person awake is Orker.
And I just go to just start panicking and start pointing up, trying to alert Okor that something is very wrong, and that I can't make noise.
What do you want to do, Orker?
I see that he's panicking and
And I'm just gonna
pointing up.
point, make sure I point to the other exit.
All right, I go towards the other exit and
Mhm.
head up the log. Then
You climb on top of the log.
Oh no.
Roll stealth.
nine.
Climb on top, and as you're up there, you see the exact same figure Peb saw.
I'm gonna
The
begin
rock
trying to
and
wake
golden
the
leaf.
others. Seeing Okor go the other way.
You silently wake everyone. No noise. Okay, you see this figure. They're holding this large wooden thing in their hands as they're chipping away at it and slowly crafting it. What do you do?
I sign but not speak. Do you speak?
As you hear back towards you, I can make sound. That just depends on your definition of speaking. Must I use my own voice to speak? Or does it just have to originate from me? Do the words have to be eligible for it to count as speech? or just sound in general to be speech in vain?
Am I able to hear this voice while I'm in the log?
I sign.
Okay.
I signed. I meant common hand sign, but whatever.
You just get back. I can commune.
I sign. Who are you?
I am merely me. Who are you?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence to see if I know better to answer answer my name to a potential fate creature. Is that
Okay.
all right?
That's fair enough.
14.
What's the whole ruling with telling your name to a fae? Is it that they may steal it?
Yes, they may steal it or potentially own you. One of the two. That they can literally take your name from you, or that by giving you your name, that they have power over you.
I'll say you don't know the power over you part. You know that they can take your name.
My name is mine would be the proper response. Or my name is my own.
What do you say, Oker?
I sign. You can call me Miss O.
As they look over to you, they say, "You do not need to be formal. You do not need to hide. My name, if it is what you desire, for you may strive any fears, is Selek Tayeth." So, now that you know mine, Miss O, may I properly know yours? If it is being stolen, your name, that you fear it will be, just note I am not of the species Fae. I'm something more, something older.
How's my progress in trying to get everyone evacuated by this time?
Everybody's up and slowly moving out of the log.
I sign to him. If you are older, then I must be more careful then.
He says simply to you, "You may speak. Those whose ears are wide are not right now here to listen. But do not be loud like your friend, for the forest pleads for silence." You watch as he turns towards you. As he
What is it
holds.
you craft?
Hmm?
What is it you craft?
It is actually for one of your members. I feel the story would bid it fitting. You watch as he hands you this sort of dragon skull mask. To add one, make them closer to the tribe. It should fit them.
I know who this is for.
As he just looks at you and he simply says, I just simply enjoy to watch the story. I just love myself a good tale. You watch as he flips open a book of tokens, and from each tale, I collect a prize. Though, the prize is not burdened, yet they will only be left to tell more tales. Unless the story ends, then they will have no tale to tell. How long do you think your tale is, Miss? Oh. Do you think it'll be a good one or a sad one? Happy? Horrific? Romantic? Comicful? We will not know until the tale is told.
My tale is mine, and how it is how it shall be. That
We
is
will
all
see.
I need to win. That is all I need it to be.
He watches and nods slightly. From each tale I follow, from each tale I will and do make myself a token, and I myself take a token. This mask being one of them, of a story close, but yet not too far.
If this is
Just
the token you give, what is the token you have taken?
you watch as he shows you his tokens. Some are blank, with nothing on them, with just the names of people on golden plaques above it. Some plaques are not written yet. Some plaques are actually melded out, as they were once written but have been cleaned. And you see each token below each plaque held in their slot. Some of them don't have images, but others do. Names and small images on them. All I do is tell the tale, or, well, watch the tale be told. I am not something heinous or to worry about. I just merely collect. I do love myself a good story. Sometimes I don't want the story to end, so I'll just take a token from a story that has ended and bring them to a story anew. Is this a place that could go for a good story? Perhaps I should drop some here, or perhaps I might just simply follow you. My presence will be unknown. Something will indeed follow, but just note it is not to be seen, and it won't be. I do love a good story. You watch as he hops down the log. Well, he stands up a bit, his back hunching as he closes his book and puts it inside his shirt. Now, I must fix your friend before I leave a spoiled story. Watch as he looks around in the direction that his magic is telling him to go. Watch as he loops his finger up as a small thread appears around it. And Peb, you watch as this thread appears pointing directly to your nose. As you watch on top of the log, the figure slowly step out, holding up a finger as the thread is connected from you to him. He looks at you. He slowly climbs down the log. He's just slowly walking towards you.
I am terrified, pressed up against the side of the log. Just.
You watch as the thread gets tighter and tighter, as he turns his head around the log and just simply looks at you.
At this point, everyone else sees.
You all see this man, as he simply looks at you.
I'm too tired to take out my dagger and be like.
You watch as he takes his hand and puts it over your face, Peb, but doesn't touch you, as he grabs something and pulls a mask off of your face. You see the mask is glass-like, with the mouth stitched and the eyes closed, as he puts it back onto its showpiece on his bag. As he looks at you and simply says, "Do not fear the man who does not have a face."
Sleight of hand?
2. What are you trying to steal?
Anything. He just interests me. Anything.
You just want to steal something while his attention's on me.
That's a +9.
That's not one. Doesn't matter.
You go and grab, and he actually kind of looks at you as you grab and pull away something. Kurt, you're... Okay. Oh, we have a bot in the chat. Kurt, you're realizing that you don't have the mask of the dragon in your hands anymore. Or, well, the kobold in your hands anymore. And, Kid, you realize you pull off a mask of a kobold. It is completely painted, milky white with feathers.
I want to just look up at him, smile, and just slowly look back to the group.
He looks at you, and you simply hear him say, "Ah, it's finally finished." You watch as he looks at the whole group, as he takes a singular long finger and puts it over the mouth of his mask. And you just hear shh sound as he dissipates into this black smoke, his mask being the last thing to disappear. I think a few of you might have caught what that mask was directly referenced to. I don't know if any of you want to say it, like as a meta character thing.
Well, the only thing I would think that it's a
Happy Mask
reference
Salesman.
to. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was
Well,
thinking.
not the salesman, well, he's not exactly a happy mask salesman type deal. Well,
That's just
he's
what he
not a
reminds us
salesman,
of.
but he is inspired by the happy mask salesman, yes. I'm
So,
more
yeah,
talking about the mask he was wearing.
Wait. He had a tabaxi mask.
With a button for one eye. And some
Ah!
marking. I think I might get the reference.
Me too.
It was a white mask with gold markings, right? Okay, if I remember correctly, Sun's character in the main campaign is
He's silver
white.
with gold marking.
Yep.
That's referencing his plushie. That was a reference to
Yep.
when he was turned to a plushie.
Well, it had 2 faces on it, no? It had a line down the middle splitting between a normal and a more plush.
Ah.
He keeps tokens of adventures he's seen. Someone's missing.
Oh, I had a
Joe's in the
malfunction.
corner.
My the Wi-Fi cut out of the VR head.
Alright. As This person
I'm fixed,
disappears. Peb,
mostly.
you are now able to make sound again.
Okay, now I can hear again.
Yep. As the mask was removed from your face and they disappear, Peb, you are able to speak again and make sound. And you almost hear this soft creaking and thumping sound, as the figure turned away and turned to just smoke, it's almost like they're still there, just simply walking away. But the steps slowly turn silent and gone. And okay, you feel like you're being watched, but you know not to look for it doesn't want to be seen. You all feel the sense that you're being looked at and watched. Sort of being followed.
That's cool.
But as if, again, you don't look for something in the back of the mind. You know it doesn't want to be seen.
Can I make a quick insight check to see if I can find it? Not insight, investigation.
You could, but it doesn't want to be seen.
But I want to see it.
But it doesn't want to be seen.
But does a 23 help me find it?
No, for it does not want to be seen. No,
gotta
for it
roll
is
a
not
20.
to be seen.
Darn.
For it is a thing that follows, but is not to be seen.
Which way now?
What would you like to do? It
Well, it's
is
still daylight,
the
isn't
middle
it?
of the day.
Back to sleep.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I can sleep after something that traumatizing.
I think I'll have good dreams after this.
The kid
I'm
is just a bit drowsy awake, just plops right back to sleep.
If I roll, yeah, I'm just gonna say with this 2 I just rolled, I was not able to fall back asleep.
You're not able to fall back asleep. You are traumatized.
Well, I guess you're the one watching then. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go place the mask next to the kid.
Okay. It is a kobold mask. Perfectly made to fit the child. Has a small wooden strap. Well, it's... Oh no, Mega. Mega! No.
Fire!
Fire.
Okay, Peb. How are you watching out for the night?
I'm just gonna climb on top of the log and just be like shifty.
Okay, roll perception. Roll stealth.
On high alert. Okay, my perception is gonna be 11.
Roll stealth.
That's gonna be a nat 20 with the +9. So very high stealth.
Now that the person is gone, any silence you had before that this person was bringing or granting you all momentarily is completely gone, with the river now rushing softer, as it seems that its sound was boosted before, but now that this figure is no longer actively following you to your spot, it is quieter. Quiet enough that you hear these sounds in the forest around, these clicking sounds. Just echoing all around you. This click, click, click.
Oh my gosh, we got clickers, boys.
As you hear this clicking sound, Peb, what do you do?
I'm gonna focus my attention on it.
Perception.
That's gonna be 12. I'm not very perceptive.
Rolled a 7
This
on
better
stealth.
not be tooth fairies.
This is my highest roll on perception so far.
You see out in the forest is this sort of large animalistic figure. As
Oh,
it is
wait a
on...
minute.
Yep.
I should be adding +6 to this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Apparently.
definitely see. You see walking along the riverbank on the other side is this large, white figure with these 4 appendages and head that is sort of circular and more, well, it's oval-like to the top, circle at the back. Think the face is like the supernatural Demogorgon. Not the D&D Demogorgon.
Demogorgon from Stranger Things? I haven't seen.
Okay.
I just know that it's tall, skinny, and has lots of teeth.
You don't see any teeth on it. It's long and skinny, and you see its arms on both sides bend forward,
Think
then back.
Think of the head.
They bend. Hold on. Go ahead.
Sorry, think of the head kind of like a rose, like the head of a rose, but with the added teeth of a Venus flytrap.
It has no teeth.
Okay. Okay,
Just
so in
think
other
of like
words...
the head of a rose closed.
Okay. Flower bud head. Bud head.
So I can't exactly explain it out to you. The legs, the arms and appendages, the front arms bend forward like this, then back like this, then forward like that to these claws.
That seems like a back leg.
It's a front leg.
Both sets of legs do that?
Yep. Both sets of legs seem to do this double knee. And its back it's skinny, but it's sort of bending like this as its stomach dips down to skin and up to the legs. As its head is that rose, is kind of like that closed rose.
Okay, I see this creature, and do I think it notices me?
It is a light gray, dark, bland white.
Or do I think it notices me?
It doesn't have eyes.
Is it looking towards me or making its way towards us at all?
Not at all. It's just making these clicking sounds, just
Echolocation.
it's clicking around.
I'm going to very carefully pull one of my rats out of my bag.
Yep.
And throw it as far as I can past it. To try to see if I can make a sound on the other side of it.
Roll to hit. You and it goes, and I'm sorry, stream. This is gonna ear rape warning for some, just in case. As everyone is woken up, as this clicking peb goes from a, and then watch as the thing goes silent. Head perks up, turns around to the sound, and it goes from this click to just this as its face splits open into these 3 segments, and it pounces.
Your mic cut out when you tried to make the screech, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's it's fitting. Is it just as it's making this slowly?
Definitely loud.
It just pounces on it as its face splits open into these. Yeah. As its face that was sort of like this 3 split segment, kind of like a peace symbol, just sort of opens up into these as the rosebuds sort of just open up.
And have teeth, I'm assuming.
No teeth.
Now.
Except for the very inside, there are rows of teeth. The outside are lines with these spines and barbs.
Well, I guess I don't need to tell everyone that we're in trouble now.
And as one starts wailing up, you hear deeper in the forest this one silent and another, as all around you just these more and more screeches starting to be heard as you watch as all these things just rush into the immediate vicinity. All of these exact same creatures just dogpiling on this one rat. And they all start fighting each other off, just
they're making a lot of noise,
screeching at each other.
Yeah, we're all very awoken by the commotion.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna think it's time to go.
You guys going?
I'm gonna look around and point in the opposite direction of the noise. And just start
Guys going out the
walking.
left or the right side?
Whichever way is the opposite way.
So the log is okay. Where's the creek one? River. Okay. So think about like this. The log is... Oh wait, I can use a normal log. Hold on.
Yep.
I
You
have
can use a log to be the
I can
log.
use a log to be the log. Why is there a bunch of hentai over here?
What? Good question.
Son.
I blame West.
Mm-hmm.
I've been standing here the whole time.
I cannot delete it.
I think maybe you need to move them from each other so you can delete them.
I just want my log. Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Your
One of those,
log
I
is...
swear, is Padme.
Your log is like that. Across the water. As they all are... Let's see here, what's a fitting creature? What?
I am
What is a
deleting them
fitting
slowly.
creature for my abomination to use as a token? Weasels.
I guess.
Why is there so much? Oh, there's a weasel. There's another weasel. There's another weasel.
To delete these tokens, you have to bring them to the pen, otherwise it lags too much and it doesn't delete anything.
Why are there so many?
Somebody just really spammed this.
Who did this?
This is almost worth getting a new instance.
Yeah, it really is.
West, what
Who
did
did
you
this?
do?
Wait, what?
What did you do?
Who did this?
Wait, what did I do?
We're trying to figure out who decided to break the map by spawning a ridiculous amount of tokens.
I've
I'm
been
just-
standing here the entire time. I
I'm just gonna
actually
take
I have
ferrets.
no clue.
Okay, I just need ferrets. One sec, guys.
We're cleaning up a mess here. It seems they only want to delete when they're far enough away from where they spawned.
No, my ferrets! I worked so hard to get those. Okay, I only have 2 ferrets. They're all just abundant on the other side.
I can't see the ferrets.
Yeah, because I accidentally erased them too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're making a new instance. Hold on, guys. These are not Quagoths. These are something else. I'm just using this as a
Stand-in.
stand-in. There is no token that will ever look like exactly what these things are.
Well, not potentially. We could make a token that looks like them if they're a recurring creature.
Oh, hands down, they're a reoccurring creature.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna need to make those into a token form for you.
Okay. They are just all on the other side. They're just screeching as these croakers, or I call them. They're not croakers. They're croaking creatures, I guess. Screechers. That's what they're called.
Freaking screechers.
Freaking screechers. As these squeaking creatures are. I need that. No. Thank you. As these creatures are just on the other side, ripping these loud sounds as they maul over this one rat. And by the time they realize the rat is, as they're just mauling them and swarming, oh. Thank you for the noise, Mega. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
So they're on the other side of the river, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are about, I don't know, 50 of them? Mega? Thank you.
I say we stay quiet and stay in the log where it's safe.
Saying, okay. Some of you said you are moving to leave the log. You want to stay in the log. Oh, no. What do you guys want to do?
I say go while they're distracted.
Yeah, because
might
if
be
they
our
have
own
intelligence, the next thing they're gonna do is look for where it came from.
Yeah, that's assuming they don't realize the rat was already dead, because they're not going to find it suspicious that there was they found a creature of flesh at the source of the sound that they thought was a creature of flesh. Just do they know that it was already dead? I thought about what I threw to lure it.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Sneak away?
Which side of the log are you leaving from, left or right?
Which way's left, which way's right?
Looking at the log, towards the river. Not from the river, towards the river, left, right.
Probably to the left, I'd say.
Okay. Kid is leaving towards the left. that is currently wide open from Peb already before.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll follow them.
Alright,
You
since
all-
everybody's leaving, I'll just follow.
You all hook your way left as you turn around the corner. There are these two of them, and one of them is right around the corner. And as soon as you turn, you're face to face with one of them, and it's just about
I'm gonna just try to
3 feet away
sit
from you.
still.
You're gonna what?
Try to be still.
Okay, it's getting closer to you. You sure you don't want to move out of the way?
Probably back into the log just slowly.
You back into the log, and you all watch as Kid starts backing into the log.
I never said which direction I was going.
You never said that. You're still in the log. I'm saying Sam, Rolla, and Pev, who were heading out in that direction, see Kid backing back into the log.
Well, Peb has been on top of the log the entire time.
You are still on top of the log, so you see these ones swarming around the left, and you see that there is one swarming around the right.
Hmm. Only got one more rat to distract them with.
Can I try to intimidate the two right in front of us?
I wouldn't do that.
By doing...
Just screaming and flailing my arms like a crazy person.
Oh god.
You sure?
Can I back further into the log?
18.
Can I back further in?
Yeah, you back all the way to the other side.
Can you push Sam out?
Sam.
Can I kick him
This is
out?
where we get TPK'd.
Yeah.
Sam, you start yelling as these things stop clicking.
I'm in the log. I don't know about you. You guys are getting TPK'd. Me and the girl are in the log.
I'm in the log too.
Everyone else is in the log. Sam is leaving the log, and as Sam, you start yelling. Peb, you watch as not only these two standing on this side, the one standing on this side freeze in place, but all 50 on the other side freeze in place, look up, lock their head on Sam, and unanimously it goes from the silent to the slow. As these things just start rushing across the river.
So, thanks, Sam.
Okay, so I
let's
start
go the other
running
way.
this way.
These two
and,
things are going to make an attack at you, Sam.
And if you start
You're
trying to run
lucky-
away, it's probably attack of opportunity at this point.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to be leading them away from you guys so that you guys can leave the other way.
Sam, does an 18 and a 29 hit you?
Yep, roll a d6. Twice.
First one is a 1, second one is a 3.
So that hits left leg and right arm. Okay, so 1, 2, pass, and that one's a fail. So I need the 10s. Yep. And then doot doot. That's 8 and
Sam,
4.
how much health do you have?
I have 38.
I think Sam's going down with a blaze of glory.
I think I'm
you're
exploding.
So fucking lucky they rode low. So
Aw.
38,
I think-
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Plus 4.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. You are left with 1 HP.
These are working on echolocation from what we can tell, right? So that means that they'd have sensitive hearing, likely.
Very.
Hi, Jack.
Okay, I
Yeah.
have the horn.
Each of them need to make a DC 16. Actually, they both need to make it twice.
DC what? Of what?
16 dexterity.
16 dexterity. So dexterity.
So for the first one, if they succeed, it's 8 damage. If they succeed, it's
both-
4.
One of them Okay, one of them fails the first one. I mean, passes the first one, fails the second. The other one fails both of them.
Okay, so one takes 12, the other takes 8. And there's a loud explosion.
The one there just starts shaking its head, and the one that grabbed you, it. Okay, we need to roll severity. So one was a 1, one was a 3. What body part is 3?
3 was the arm.
3 is an arm.
Yeah. 1, 2 leg, 3, 4 arm, 5 body, 6 head.
Okay, let's see severity. 1 is barely, 2 is hurt. 1 is barely, 2 is hurt, 3 is mangled, 4 is 3 is deep wound, 4 is cracked, 5 is mangled, or 5 no, 1 is barely is barely, 2, I'm trying to remember the system. 2 is deep. 3 is fracture. 4 is break. 5 is unrecognizable. 6 is missing. As it grabs onto your arm and just rips backwards, these spines grab into your arm, and there is no flesh on your arm, and it is just bleeding.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Oh yeah, one hell of one. As it just snaps upward and starts eating, and the one that's confused hears the other one eating and starts trying to get what it's eating.
And
As all the other ones rush across towards the big boom, they start swarming towards that one who is also eating. And you guys see 50, all 50 of them rush over Peb.
I want to point out he had the bombs on his arm. They activated the bombs, and one of them just swallowed the bomb that it ate, or
Yep.
that was on its arm. So it just blew up from the inside, or had a detonation on its inside.
It's going to have a detonation on the inside.
I would consider that a critical. When it happens.
Wouldn't this one on this side of the log also move over? Just pointing that out.
And you guys hear this as there's just this kind of grayish blackish splat around them, as you see as they all go silent, and then as they start to screech and they all pile onto this one splattered spot. And the one that is walking around the log, there's this screech, it's clicking, but there's also this.
Can I cast Expeditious Retreat?
On you? Yeah.
On myself, yeah.
Sure, where are you retreating to?
I'm just gonna sneak around to the back side of the log and try to get as far away as I
Roll stealth with disadvantage.
Would it be double disadvantage because I already have disadvantage due to the armor?
That's why you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be a 3.
As there's those ones over there are all busy making noise, but Peb, you watch as you see Sam run past. You hear this as you watch as these 4 claws grab on, these long, bony, slightly tinted red on the skin claws grab on and over as these large clawed hands reach up and start pulling its way up with this springing action, as you see one of the creature's head slowly pulling itself up as it's going.
Can I react?
What do you want to do?
I want to immediately stab it in the face as soon as its head pops up over the edge of the log, and try to kick its foot back down, or its hand back down to make it fall.
Roll to hit.
Who has the reinforcement horn, by the way?
Me.
Kid.
Ooh, that's a bad
Yeah.
roll.
Hey, kid,
You
can you hand me
luckily-
the reinforcement horn?
I'm gonna do
Whiz
that
past
immediately.
its face and miss.
Wouldn't I consider it to be a prone while it's climbing?
I mean, I guess you could, but this is also a precise strike.
So yeah, still an 8.
All right.
But it's an 8 plus plus a 5. So that's a 14.
Still a miss against these things as you just kind of swing and you miss. Luckily, you only hit air. And it...
All right.
And just... And bites towards the spot in the air where your weapon was.
All right. Kid hands me his horn. I leave outside the right side of the log, pointing at the girl to stay. And I first rage and then blow the horn.
And you make no noise. You realize every single one of you stops making noise. As you all see this single line of thread, all connected to you, twined to one point, and lead somewhere.
I'm gonna take my horn back and follow that.
You all start following, making no noise. As
Following the thread.
you see this singular spot where the thread is leading, as it lifts upward, as you watch the thread slowly go upward, as almost like a cloak lifts, as the fabric of reality is opened, and you see it's leading somewhere with tall grass.
Told you we should have headed to the tall grass first.
Let's go to let's follow the railroad to the tall grass.
It's not a railroad. This is me saving your ass once.
Oh, you see, one could interpret it
you
as a
saving
railroad.
their
still.
ass, 'cause I actually have something that would have made it so that way they couldn't touch me.
I could casually live in a tiny hut by any materials.
And an hour.
I think we need to just focus on getting the hell out of there.
I mean, if you want to give it a try, Orker, I can give you a try at what you
And
want
at this
to do.
point, I don't
I
know
can
how
let
many
you
of
try
us
to
have
do
done
that thing if you want. Will the others follow the
I
string?
don't. I don't know how many of us have actually gotten good rest.
All of you have had a short rest. So, Mega or Kerr, do you want me to let you attempt to do the thing you're doing, and if it gets dodgy, you can follow the thread?
Well, not anymore. You kind of ruined it.
Well, I can let you try anyway. If
All right,
this
I'll
is
do
what
it.
this, okay, if this is what the story deems, then the story will deem it.
right.
Yep.
I rage, blow the horn, and try and distract the creatures so that way my allies can escape.
As the forming of the thread starts to occur, horn blows. You blow the horn and start to rage. As where are you having where are you having everyone run?
I'm having them leave out the left side of the log as I go out the right.
Okay, to the right, to the left. This as there's just this. Yep. As all the ones that were silent as it goes silent, you tick her head up, shift towards where it's coming from, and just let out this start a screech, another screech. I'm not going to fry my vocal cords doing another one of those. And they just start rushing to the other side of the log. What do you want to do, Orker, as they start rushing towards you?
Well, since I have already raged, I will hold my action until one of them gets close to me.
Okay. So, hold on. Let me continue the crick. As Rolla, you are which one? Or, I mean, Okur.
I'm the one with heterochromia and sticking their tongue out.
I don't see
I don't
your
see
photo.
your picture. Yeah, I don't see it either.
Did you retake your photo?
I did, yeah.
Did you retake it as soon as you joined, before any of us joined?
Yeah.
'Cause you were the...
You're
Yeah,
gonna
so
need
you
to
need to go
retake
take
your
it.
retake.
Take it after we're already loaded.
Whose photo was that?
That was West.
West, you're gonna have to go retake your photo.
You see me now?
We do. I just want you to know, if things do go south, the storyteller is going to... storyteller will save your ass. Because this is a one scenario, because storyteller interacted with a story he shouldn't have interacted with yet, or in general. He made his presence known when he's not supposed to, so he will bid responsible for the current scenario.
Right.
Which is why he will give a save an ass token if the story goes south.
Right.
All 50 of these creatures, well, 53 start rushing towards you. This one that was on top of the log jumps off and is at the closest to you, and it jumps down towards you and just...
All right. Since I held my action, I will whack it with my shovel.
Roll to hit.
All right.
So did Okur take Kid's horn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
as the
21.
rest of you... 21. That is a hit. Roll damage.
All right. That would be 18.
18 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay. Whack! It shakes its head a bit and then goes back to its cry. As everyone, I'm going to give everyone a movement. So Sam, Kid, roll up Heb, move yourselves.
This is normal spacing.
Every square is 10 feet.
Okay, so I can move
That
6
was a
inches.
big log. When I say big, I mean...
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
And are we doing the fast sprinty motions?
You can.
Because if we are, I'm going to get way further than everybody else.
Wait, so I cast Expeditious Retreat earlier, which doubles my movement as a bonus action. So because it would be a bonus action, can I also use the dash action on my technical turn?
Expeditious lets you move 90 feet in a bonus action. It's dead set 90. I'm pretty sure.
It says that you take the dash action as a bonus action instead of a normal action. That's what it says.
All right. Yeah. You can take the dash action as your major action as well.
So yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Okay. So all are going up.
Okay, if I'm taking a dash, I'm getting 80 feet with my dash.
Yeah,
I'm like,
80 feet
You
with
are
my dash.
follow.
Like
I
way
guess
over
you
here.
guys will be, and you will follow the wire to a forming location, just in case. Where did Mega's
He
thing go?
disappeared as soon as I moved a Sam's token again. It disappeared over here.
It's right here.
Oh.
No.
Found it.
Thank gosh. And Okur, I will give you a second roll before I properly start initiative. You guys don't have to roll initiative because you guys are technically out of initiative range, and there are only two things in initiative.
Wait, but wouldn't I still technically have the range to help with the initiative?
Well,
No.
not if you did your full
Okay.
distance run.
That would be a 10.
To hit,
Yeah, that would be a 10 to hit.
that is a miss.
I figured.
As these things take their action to continue to you and actively start surrounding you, Okur.
So you added your proficiency to it?
Yes.
Okay, you just rolled bad.
Yeah, I got a 4 with my to hit being a +6.
Around you, Okur, surrounding you is 50 of these things.
All right. I say in Draconic, "Bring it on!"
Okay. As they
You
all
do
go
realize
silent.
technically only 8 of them can attack at a time, unless they have reach, in which 16 can attack at a time.
Best.
16 can attack in a time, and then they dogpile. So another 16 can attack at a time.
So initiative then?
You're already in initiative. It goes you,
Alright.
and them.
Okay.
I will let you take one last action as okay, it's their turn. They used it to surround you and have all fallen silent as they start to prepare their lunge or their strike.
Alright.
What do you do? Okay.
Well, since I'm still in rage mode, since I managed to hit something on my last attack, that would be a 24.
To hit?
Yes.
Same one? Or different one?
Yes.
Okay, roll
Same
damage.
That would be 19.
Boom! Another smack. It seems annoyed. It shakes its head to it. There's no enact showing of damage because it's a blunt object.
I never said that I was using the blunt side.
Oh,
I'm using.
You're piercing?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're
using
getting cuts in. You're getting cuts in. Are you aiming inside the mouth or just like the face in general?
I'm more. I was more like going for the limbs, like trying to
Limbs,
hack
okay.
its arms off.
Okay, sure. As you're ching, slashing at it.
Oh wait, I forgot to add the +2 to melee, so that
Okay.
would actually be.
Okay, got it.
That would
4
actually
more.
be a +4 more.
Okay, this thing is starting to be a little bit hurt. This is 1 of 50. As they all start this screech. Okay. As you watch as in unison and slowly one by one, almost as if it's a hive mind, the mouth rows flat open up, kind of quivering. As you see these spines as they straighten out. As 16 times 2, 20, 32? Hold on, guys.
Math.
As all 32 of them use their charged lunge.
At this point, if they all just did 1 damage, they'd be dead.
And then each lunge does 2d12, so this is 64d12.
So yeah, Okur will be remembered.
Well, would be. Let's just see how much damage a swarm. Okay, 2 rules of D&D. If you want to make a party feel strong and good, send 1 strong thing at them. If you want to kill a party, send a lot of weak things at them. Now, in this case, what happens if you send a lot of strong things at them?
Yeah, it's you're trying to TPK or teach them a lesson too. This is not a combat situation.
There's a reason why the dragon said be quieter than the mouse. And then each d12, 16 of them gets a +5. 16 times. Oh, wait, no, that's 32 times 5. 160. What would be 403 damage plus another 160 damage lunges out towards you, Okur, as the things dogpile on you. However, you find yourself untouched on a rock as you hear this screeching and warping and just growling above you. You look up and you watch as this rip that is above you is slowly closed and stitched together. As you watch your friends from this rip in the fabric that just slowly ravels up, you watch as they are walked through, and you are all at the Lion's Pride. I promised he'd save you.
It's time for us to group hug Okur. We thought he was going to die.
The girl just pounces and hugs you, Okur. And you all hear from the forest, and you see you guys are looking at the forest as you see about another 20 of them that have just been scattered from out about the nearby area are rushing into the forest to the near sound. So as what has gone from this eerie silence has become this shrieking, just loudness. And with them at the Pride, you watch as the familiar black fog slowly disappears, walking away. And we're gonna end it here for today.
Well, that was fun.
So, as always, guys, good night.